G'day there and welcome to Tim's Board Game Review, Episode 8. In this episode I'm going to review the two-player abstract strategy game, Cogworks. Cogworks is a pretty quick game and a game only goes for about 10 or 20 minutes. And in a game of Cogworks, players take turns either placing a cog of their colour onto the board, the rather unusual shaped board, or they move one of their cogs to a different position on the board. And they have one of two objectives. One of them is to, by turning their corner cog at the bottom of the board, they build a series of cogs such that they're able to freely turn the golden cog at the top of the board. The other objective is to place a cog onto the board such that at the end of their opponent's shot they are unable to freely turn their corner cog. Now you've pretty much seen everything you get inside the box, but I'll quickly show you in a bit more detail what comes with the game.
Get the triangular sized playing board with a whole series of little knobs to place the cogs onto. Get 15 red and 15 blue cogs, one golden cog, and the colour rule booklet. A game starts by placing the golden cog at one corner of the board and a blue and red cog at the opposite bottom corners of the board. Players take turns either placing a cog of their colour onto the board or moving a cog of their colour to another place on the board. You can win a game of Cogworks in one of two ways. The first way is that after the end of your turn you are able to freely turn the golden cog at the top of the board by turning your starting cog. The other way to win is by moving a cog such that your opponent isn't able to freely move their corner cog even after they've moved one of their cogs. The rules to Cogworks are very simple. The only rules that govern your placement of the cogs are that you can't place two cogs of the same colour next to any of the corners, and you can't make a triangle of cogs of your own colour. After placing or moving a cog, you must be able to still freely move your starting cog. That's pretty much all there is to it, and so here's an example of a quick game.
So here are my ratings for the game.
The game is made from very good quality components. Luck is very low. There is basically no luck in this game. I'd rate the fun sort of a low to medium. I mean, this is an abstract strategy game, but that being said, when you play the game you do need to be very alert because you're often only one move away from defeat, and it can be quite satisfying to try and outsmart your opponent. Complexity is I rate the complexity low. This is a very simple game with only a few rules to it. The depth I'd rate as medium. There are a number of different strategies to try out, and while the game is very simple, there's a bit more to it than first meets the eye. Replayability would be medium. There's quite a few different strategies to try out, and so the depth of the game gives you an opportunity to play this game, with each game being quite different to the last one. Overall, give this game 7 out of 10. This is a nice little filler two-player game, and if you like your abstract strategy games and want something a bit different, then I'd recommend it.
So I hope you enjoyed the review, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.